welcome or welcome back to Budgets and Dreams. We have got a very different setup today, very much inspired by Nat, so thank you very much, Nat. Yes, so today what we're going to do, we are going to do a unstuffing, a condensing and a count up all in one go. And then if that all goes well, then I will show you some new pretty graphs. Ooh, that's exciting. So we haven't had a pretty graph since the debt days. So yeah, so now we're going to have pretty graphs for the savings days, which is kind of cool. But yeah, hope you're all having a really lovely weekend or the beginning of your week, depending on when this comes out. I am probably going to take this quite slowly so that I don't get into a pickle. So just bear with. Okay. So first of all, we are going to start with the unstuffing. So first off, I need to go to cash. So do I unstuff and condense and count all at the same time? This is all a big experiment, so we'll just see how it goes. So first off, cash. We need to take out, so I spent £7.89 at the co-op on, I have no idea what, £26.99 on a like suspended shelf for my desk so I could put my keyboard on it. So I'm really, really short. So for me to sit with my feet flat on the floor and be comfortable at my desk, it then means that I'm like reaching my arms up in the air to be able to type. So I bought a little thing to help me with that. Too much information. And then I also spent £8.99 on, they're a bit dusty now, but on these like things you can put your chair wheels on so your chair then doesn't slide around. So I've been focusing really hard on trying to get my desk more comfortable because I actually work and have worked now for 5 years with my laptop on my lap, which has caused me some huge neck problems. But I'll give you a story time about my neck problems on cash stuffing on Friday. Otherwise, we'll never get there. So all in all, these things cost £43.87. So I'm going to take 45 out of cash. So 40, probably don't have enough room, do I, with everything? Oh no, that's not good. Hang on, let me just have a bit of a rejig. Okay, I think I've just rejigged that a bit better and actually took the tab off of that 20. So 45 out of cash, which means in cash now, let's write this down. So cash, we have got in cash, 20, 40, 55. So 55 in cash. Can you still see that paper? Yeah. So 55 in cash for cash. Lovely. Right, next up is health, and I spent £8.90 on some plasters, so I'm just going to round that to 10. So we'll take the jobber off once again. Poor health. Health is going to have an awful lot taken out of it very soon. I need some £10 notes. Here. Let's take 2 of these out and swap them for a 20 out of health. Okay. And then put those back in there. So this should still be 200, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 92. Lovely. I'm taking £10 out. Whew, we got there. Lovely. So there's 190 in health now. So 190 in cash. Car has got a £450 in the bank and 20.45 in cash. So 450 in the bank and 45 in cash. I completely forgot what I said. So 450 placeholders and 45 in cash is 495 in total. That's annoying. Oh, I wish I had a spare fiver I could just plump in there. Oh well, never mind. Is what it is. Car insurance doesn't have anything, so that's fine. I won't bother. Oh, totals. Forgot to do that. So 55, 190. Excuse my handwriting. It will be rubbish. Phones just has a £100 placeholder. So that's 100. Emergency is a £1,000 placeholder. So that's 1,000. Oh, I forgot about the unstuffing. Hang on. Wait, let's go back. Right, so car. We had a puncture, so I need to take £35 out of car for that. Duh. So 40 out, 5 in, condense that for a 10. So car actually has 450 and 10 in cash. 450, 10 in cash, which makes that 460. Oh my gosh. That handwriting's terrible. Okay, right, good. That's that done. Car, we did that. Phones, we did that. Emergency, we did that. And new home, I checked just before I started filming. There is now 1,200. So I've got a stack of placeholders off to the side that just don't fit on camera. So 1,200 is across our lices at the moment, which is good. So the market's recovered a little bit, which is lovely. So placeholders 1,200. Perfect. Right, so that's that for that. Nothing else to unstuff in there either, so that is good. Right, so Oscar's binder. There is 100 in stuff in. Oh, no, we need to unstuff stuff. Hang on a minute. Getting carried away. So we need to take 10 out of stuff. So we had £8.20 for some cooking ingredients for school. So there's catering. So £10 out. So there is now £90 in there. Take that off. So stuff has got 90. Clubs, nothing to unstuff in clubs. That's still got its 200. Holiday is next, so that's good. Not these holidays, but the holiday and the fun binder. So we can carry on with all this now. So uniform has still got its 350. There's 50 in cash in there, and it doesn't need condensing. So it's got 300 in placeholders. That's the wrong one. 300, what am I doing? Uniform. It's all in a weird order. 300 in placeholders, 50 in cash, so 350 in total. Yes, correct. Summer has got £600 placeholder, so 600 in total. Birthday is empty, school is empty, and Oscar's future, envelope-wise, has got 350 in the bank, so 350 in total. Okay. Good. I think that was it, right? Did I miss anything? Stuff, clubs, holidays is empty, summer's good, uniform's good, birthday is empty, school is empty, oh future, yeah, perfect. So that's that one done. I don't know if I'm enjoying this. You'll have to let me know if you are. It's probably just because it's new and a change for me. Right, so fun binder. Let's have a look in here. So we've got some condensing to do in here, which is fun, but also a little bit of unstuffing. So birthdays, first of all, I don't think needs to be condensed. No, there's just 25 in birthdays in cash. Christmas is empty. Adventure has got 20, 40, 55. So nothing to condense and nothing to swap with placeholders, because I swap at 100 just because I can't count in 50s. Well, I can, but it's difficult. Harry Potter Studios, I keep saying Harry Potter World, but Harry Potter Studios has got 350 in the bank. And then holiday. So I paid to secure our seats, choose our seats on the plane for our holiday, which cost £46.44. So I need to unstuff 45 from holiday for that. So 20.45. So in holiday at the minute, we've got £100 in the bank already, and 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30. So we can take 100 back to the bank. Oh, this is going to get a bit tricky. I'm just going to put back to the bank money up there for a sec. So 100 back to the bank. So we can add a £100 placeholder, but those two make 200. Grab a 200. So now we have got... This is getting confusing. What was this? Holiday. So we've got 200, or we will have 200 in the bank, 30 in cash. So 230 in total, and going back to the bank is 100. Correct. Right, so 230 in holiday, which is good. Lovely. Right, weekend away. Don't need to take any money out, so it's just condensing. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 10, 25, so 325. So if I leave 25, put this up here with this at the moment, that's another £300. So weekend away, 300 going back to the bank, 25 in cash. So we'll have 300 placeholders and 325 in total. So 325 for weekend away. Lovely. And so onto my stuff then. Fun, there's nothing in fun. Friends has got, I think, just £20. Yeah, Friends has got 20, so 20 in cash. Hair has got 120 in the bank, so 120. Clothes, so I need to unstuff clothes. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 60 in here, and I need to unstuff all of it, which is really sad. But when I was with Esther the other week from My Money Matters, we did a bit of charity shopping and I spent £10.10 in the charity shop. And then the other day, I also then went and bought me some sunglasses from Boots. They were £49, which sounds like, well, it might sound like a lot or not for sunglasses. I think that's quite reasonable for sunglasses, but for me, it was like, what? But I tried on about 50 pairs of sunglasses and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what it is about my face. I just do not suit glasses. So I tried on like hundreds of pairs and then I was like, right, this last one, I like the look of it. If it fits and suits me, I don't care what the price is, but the price was £49, which is so much money. So anyway, I'm gonna round that all up to 60. So all of this is going back to the bank, which means clothes is now empty. And then savings, so this is money that I save with Roll It Up, and then I chuck that into premium bonds. So we've got 100 in the bank already, and then 20, 40, 55 in cash. So savings, 100, 55 in cash, so 155, and nothing going back to the bank. Lovely. That's that. So we're not going to be looking at rollover just yet. I've got absolutely no idea when I'm going to empty rollover and have a look at how much is in there. We can have a sneaky peek. So there's those notes in there, but yeah, we're not going to count it just yet. So that is that one. And I think that is all of the actual unstuffing. So before I go on to the challenges, I just want to count this up and check. I should have £205. So let's just check this is 205. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 25. Perfect. So 205 ready to go back on the credit card. Plus the, whatever we've got here, £400 that is going back to the bank for savings. We should have 605 in there at the end, unless I have to condense anything else, which, oh, I will do, won't I? Because savey McSave. Oh, yay, that's exciting. Right, okay, cool. Unstuffing done. So now I've only got one thing to think about, which is really helpful. So let's have a look in the challenges then. So I'm not counting Saveopoly, but I will swap out any 10s. So we've got 1, 2, so 2 10s for a 20. And then 1, 2, 2 10s for another 20. So those are all 20s. Oh, that's exciting. Right, 40 in there. Oh, whilst I remember, and whilst we're here, I'm just going to put a little dot on this, because I forgot to do that on Friday. Luscious, right. Oscar's school trip. Oh, this is where we get into coin territory. So, pineapple bag. I did remember to swap that money out on Friday. Thank you very much, Tracy H, for the reminder. Greatly appreciated. Is this all on screen? Sorry if it's been off screen. I'm doing my best. It's all new. Right, so in here at the minute, we have got 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Oh, lovely. So let's swap that. So 20, 40, 60. Put that all in there. So for block it, we have got 60 in cash at the moment. Oh, at the moment, because we also have coins. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's another 10, which makes that 20. Oh, so that's 80. I won't bother counting the £2. We'll just say that that is 80, which is good. So only 20 quid more, and I'll have the next instalment, which is fab. So they can stay in there. Bits of fluff. Cool, so £80 in Blocket. Banana Llama is in the Bumblebee bag, but there's not very many coins in there. Cash-wise, we have got just 30. Not write it down yet. And 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 going in there. So 35 in total. Yeah. 35. 35. Kitchen cash isn't on here. What can I swap it out for? Mother's Day. Because that is gone. So kitchen cash has got 10. Sorry if you can hear any sounds or music. Somebody outside on the street has a very loud car. 10. Right, so then Oscar's Future. That's fun. Oh, there's only a £20 note in there. What have we got in coins? We have got 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll just double check that, because that was a weird way to count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, perfect. Can you hear that guy's exhaust? It is so loud. So 10, I said. So that's going in there. Lovely. So 30 in Book of Savings, that's what they called it. So 30 in there, and then in the interest and pennies online, I've got like £2 something, but I'll worry about that in a minute. Cool, so that is those ones. So I think before I do Savey McSave, because that's just going to be too much fun, let's have a look at Cheeky Bonus and see if we can scrape back some pound coins for ourselves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of there, and that means 5 in. But what I'm actually going to do, whoopsie, is put that 5 into clothes, because I really do need to get some clothes for the holiday. I mean, sunglasses kind of count, but I need actual clothes. I can't just be naked wearing sunglasses. Absolutely nobody wants to see that. So clothes, I ended up putting a 5 in there in the end. Cool. Done. That one's all good. Charity can get a £5 so that I can have these coins back. So that's 5. Let's get a rupee one. Spend it. Oh, let's just fold it. So 15 in charity. I don't write down Cheeky Bonus on here because it's technically like money that doesn't exist, if that makes sense. This is like, so when we were doing the whole debt journey thing, the whole Cheeky Bonus was because we couldn't afford to give ourselves like much like pocket money. So this was like a, just for that really, it was like leftover money that didn't really need to be accounted for. And yeah, so I still stick to that. It doesn't really need to be accounted for. Right then, the biggie. Savey McSave. Let's do this. I think I need to set this up in a different way slightly. Hang on. Yeah, sorry if things are out of shot. I'm doing my best. Right, so buffer. Let's have a look. We have got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. This is going to get confusing. Okay, so we're going to take 50 back to the bank. 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. And get a 50. So we've got 50 in placeholder, 40 in cash. So placeholders, I'm going to have to do it like Nat does it and like add them all up. So 50 and 40. And back to the bank is 50. Okay, cool. Right, £90 in buffer. Car already has a placeholder, and 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 35, so we can swap this for a 20. So it has £50 placeholder plus 35 cash, and nothing's going back to the bank. Good. Clothes has got 20, 35 in cash. I do have a notes section. Oh well. Groceries has got 25, 35, 45. Oh, that's sad. So we'll leave 25 and is that 5, 10, 15, 20? Yeah. And get another 20. So 45 in cash for groceries. Oh, I'm putting this all in the wrong place. Oh well, I've got extra room. That's good. So 45 for groceries. Health has got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I was really hoping I was going to be sending more back to the banks. That was 10, 20, 30, yeah, 40. Yeah, I was really hoping that there'd be more placeholders. I'm actually a bit disappointed. 40 in there, but you know, it's all money and it's all savings, so I can't be that disappointed. Right, rent has got 20, 30, 40. Here we go. Good-o. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Oh, we're nearly at 100. That's very exciting. So we'll keep 40 and we'll take 50 to the bank. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah. So 50 to the bank, which gives me a £50 placeholder and 40 in cash. Great. I will tag Nat at A Day Full of Budgets in the description. So do go and check out Nat's channel if you would like to, because she's fab. Spending, so we've got 20, 30, 40. I mentioned her, sorry. You can't hear the thoughts that are happening in my head. I was just thinking about how good it is that I had Nat as a guide. I can't think of the right word, inspiration for this, because this is working like really well. Right, spending 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. So another one that's nearly there, but not quite, so 85. So we're going to keep 35. So this should be 50, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Lovely, let's get a 50. Okay, so 50 in placeholder, 35 in cash. I'm just going to stretch over because I'll put the totals in this bottom line. Can you see it? Yeah. 35 in cash, so 85. Lovely. Subscriptions has got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. So 20 down, 50 back to the bank, 50. So that's another 50 placeholder and 20 in cash. So that's 70. And then lastly, utilities has got 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So we'll just condense that. 40. Did I forget a 50 placeholder at some point? I think I did, right? I think so. Right, let's just check that we've got the right stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so hopefully I didn't miss a 50, but if I did, when I do the maths and count it all up, I'll know why I'm short of 50. Right then, so this is the end of the numbers, I think. Yes, so let's start adding this up. I've got my phone to add stuff up with today because I can't see that calculator in the light. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 50s, 50 times 5. So we've got 250 in placeholders. And then 40 plus 35 plus 35 plus 45 plus 40 plus 40 plus 35 plus 20 plus 40 equals 330 in cash. Add the 250 in placeholders means, oh my goodness, already we've got £580 in Savey McSave already. No, is that right? That's a load. Oh, that's so exciting. Good, very happy about that. And we're sending 150 back to the bank, which is those 350s there. Amazing. Right, I'm just going to take a second to take stock. I'll be back. Right, so do I attempt to add all of this up? I feel like I can only do this wrong. But let's give it. The thing is, I'm going to put this all into a spreadsheet in a second anyway, and it will do the maths for me. But for you guys, I'll add it up now. One sec. Wow. Okay, so apparently we have got in total 6,495. That's a lot of money. Wow. 6,495. Crikey. Okay, and then going back to the bank, we've got 100 plus 300 plus. That's not going back to. Oh, I missed a. Oh, hang on. That's in the wrong place. Okay. 100 plus 300 plus 150. So 550 going back to the bank for savings plus 205 from unstuffing means that we should have, I'm going to use the calculator because this is where I go wrong all the time, £755 in the tray. But then this number we need to add 122, so 6,495 plus 120. So the actual total is 6,615. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Let's accept that as truth. So £6,615 in total across all of our savings and sinking funds. And then we've got 550 going back to the bank for savings, 205 going back to the bank for the credit card, which means in the tray we should have £755. So let's have a count and see if that's what we've got. So obligatory money fan, first of all, of course. This is really chunky. Oh yeah, because of all the 5s and 10s from Savey McSave. That's a lot. So yeah, so that is the money going back to the bank. So I might do... I'm just going to try and be brave and just go through this like a pro. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. So 300 and 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 94. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 6. Okay, that's another 300. So 600. And so this should be 155. Okay, I'm just going to count this out as 155 with all this together because that's 600. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. There we go. 5, 10, this is definitely not right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 70, 80, 90, 105, which means I've got 805. Oh, okay, I'll take that. That's probably right. So I must have missed another 50 from Savey McSave somewhere. Yeah, that must have just been what I did. Because that would be a 50. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go with that is 850. 805. Actually, do you know what? I'm just going to quickly count this on my own. Just to be sure. I will be back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 5. Yeah, 805 is definitely the right amount. Cool. Okie dokie. I'm glad that I articulated out loud that if it was 50 quid short, and I knew I missed a Savey McSave, because that just really helped. Groovy. So £805 going back to the bank. Yay. Go us. That's exciting. So that number needs to change to 600. That's better. All the scribbles. Cool. Okay, I'm going to go and very quickly dump all these numbers into my spreadsheet, and then I will come back and I will show you the magical new pretty graph. Okie dokie, so I am back. Hopefully you can see this and lights and things aren't shining on it too much. We can zoom in and you can see the brand new pretty graph. Ooh, it's so pretty. So this is for 2025 savings. So what I've done is, like I said, I had been keeping track of what was in the binders, but kind of like with formulas and stuff, and then I got fed up of updating some stuff. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I have been adding it all up, and now we've just done it together. So this is this month. So we've got 6,617.26. That extra 226 is the pennies that I had in our penny pot online. So the 6,615 that you just saw me add up in total. And so, yeah, so we can see back in January, we had just over 7,500. Then we paid for the holiday, which took us down to 5,470. And then since then, we've just been creeping back up, which is really nice to see that that's going positively. So we're still making gains. So yeah, so in terms of like color coding and things, the grey is just a big other category. So that's all of our spending, sinking, and it also includes the £1,000 emergency fund. And then the others are color coded on the key. So green is Oscar's future. Pink is Japan, which obviously there's no bar for that yet. Blue is Savey McSave. There it is in all its glory. Lisa is our Lisa long-term, ISAs saving for a house. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So that's got 1,200 in it at the moment. And it's really nice to just see that that's been ticking up slowly. And it's nice to see that the other coloured bars are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So soon, Oscar's future will also be big enough to fit a number. And that will be a very exciting day. And then an even more exciting day will be when Japan appears on this, which we're probably going to start saving for after the holiday, because that makes more sense. So yeah, so that is the new pretty graph. I really hope you like it. Hope it makes sense. What I've also got on here, but it's a bit scrappy, is this like savings distribution donut, which I find really useful. So this is just showing me really how much of all of our money, so the total of that 6,600, how much of that is like sinking and how much of that is like saving for our big dream goals. So over time, the proportion of the grey will get smaller and smaller and smaller, and the proportion of like the big exciting colourful things that we're saving for will take up more and more of the donut, which for me is just cool, and I just really like this. But yeah, it's just a bit of an add-on. So yeah, new pretty graph. But yeah, let me know if you like it. Right, so that is me done. I hope that wasn't too bad. It didn't feel too bad, but it's whether or not many of you clicked off halfway through. So if you're still here, drop me a little... Oh, I don't know what we should do. What should we do for a little emoji? I don't know. Include like something to do with spring or summer. So like a flower, a butterfly, a sunshine, anything like that. But yeah, here is all of the lovely money going back to the bank, including these coins. Well, not all of it will go back to the bank. I'll keep some fives and some coins and stuff. But yeah. Oh, we are done. The end. Fin. So that is it. Oh, affirmation for the week. Hang on. So this week's affirmation is, again, my actions are intentional and bring me closer to my goals. So hopefully there's some relevance in all of this for that. Yeah, have an amazing few days until I speak to you again for Cash Stuffing Friday. And on Friday, I'll also give you the story time about my neck. Lucky you. Cool. Anyway, have a good few days. Thanks so much for watching, and I will speak to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.